لك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. اللهم لك الحمد كله ولك الملك كله وبيدك الخير كله وإليك يرجع الأمر كله. اللهم إنا نسألك من الخير كله ونعوذ بك من الشر كله. اللهم افتح لنا أبواب رحمتك وأبواب فضلك وأبواب رزقك وارزقنا حيث نحتسب وحيث لا نحتسب يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعل اجتماعنا اجتماعا مرحوما. اللهم اجعل اجتماعنا اجتماعا مرحوما. اللهم اجعل اجتماعنا اجتماعا مرحوما يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم آمنا في نيجيريا. اللهم آمنا في شمال نيجيريا. اللهم آمنا في شمال نيجيريا. اللهم آمنا في شمال نيجيريا. اللهم آمنا في ولاية زنفرة. اللهم آمنا في ولاية زنفرة. اللهم آمنا في ولاية زنفرة. اللهم بدل بعد خوفنا أمنا. اللهم بدل بعد خوفنا أمنا. اللهم بدل خوفنا أمنا يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم آمنا في بيوتنا. اللهم آمنا في رحمتنا. اللهم آمنا في أي مكان. اللهم آمنا في أي مكان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Professor Nasir Anka, the principal and management of the secondary section, head teacher, primary and nursery section, distinguished parents and guardians, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very good welcome to each and every one of you present here today. Alhamdulillah, God has done it again. We thank God for sparing our lives to witness yet another PTA meeting. Some of our parents that were here last time are not here today. May their soul rest in peace. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. We are grateful for the blessings of Allah for sparing our lives to be here presently, for us to be here today. Alhamdulillah, we thank God. I would like to also use this medium to welcome our new parents. I'm sure there are new parents among us here. I would like to use this medium to welcome each and every one of you. And I would like to assure you that you've made the right choice bringing your children or your wards to this school. Inshallah, this is a decision you're not going to regret. I pray that we have a peaceful and beautiful deliberations and suggestions, peaceful deliberation, and then that will bring growth, success to our children in the name of God. And then we've had some questions, some suggestions by parents that they need to know what their funds are being used for PTA, the money you pay. Inshallah, our financial secretary is here. After I leave here, she will come here and explain to you, give probably a breakdown of how your funds are being used. So in a nutshell, this is what I have to say. Thank you very much for your time. May we have a successful deliberation. Thank you.
Last meeting. Please, one can just help us to move for the adoption of the last minute. Please, let's save time. Let's save time. Those of us that were here in the last meeting, please, let's adopt the meeting. Because if we don't adopt the meeting, we didn't accept it.
I, Fatima Muhammad Jibril, move for the adoption of the meeting of the last PTA.
Okay, who is seconding? Much for that. We'll be moving straight to the next item on the agenda for the meeting today, which is matters arising from the last minute, from the last meeting. So do we have matters arising from the last meeting that was held? That's the 8th PTA general meeting. Matters arising, please. There are concerns, please, you can, maybe there are issues discussed last meeting. So please, if there are matters arising from the last meeting, is the time for it now. Can we please project the last minute so that parents can still go through again? Looking at our time, please, we beg your indulgence to move to the next item, since we could not be able to raise any matter from the last meeting. So, we'll be calling on the principal for his presentation. Please, a round of applause for my principal as he comes forward to give us his presentation.
The PTA chairman, management of PTA body, the proprietor, the school management, and my parents. Good morning, everyone. I am delighted this morning to address some of the issues we are having in the school. From the content, view of the academic session, highlights of major activities, new information for parents and guardians, challenges realized during the course of the session. We are delighted to share with you the progress, the achievement, and challenges that we have encountered as a school community from September 17, 2024 up to this moment, till August 2025. We value your contribution towards the growth and development of the school, and we look forward to your continued support as we strive to achieve our goals. By the end of the previous academic session, the school had 320 admitted students. At the beginning of this session, 2024-2025 academic session, the enrollment rose to 408 students. As at that time, the enrollment is about 417 students currently. The open day provides parents an opportunity to engage with the school staff, review their children's progress, and gain a better understanding of the school's academic and extracurricular activities. Most of the concerns raised by the parents were addressed by the school management appropriately. The open day was a resounding success, with the parents expressing their satisfaction with the school. Prior to the visit of the First Lady of Zamfara State, the school came up with innovative and entrepreneurship ideas. KIS Vaseline, liquid air freshener, and liquid soap were produced by the students. The Agricultural Education and Training Program initiative, driven by the federal government in collaboration with the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, Zamfara State, initiated agricultural skills development into Nigerian framework. The AETP initiative in poultry farming fosters practical agricultural knowledge within basic education This collaboration between the federal government and Universal Basic Education Commission has the potential to address unemployment and underutilization of agricultural resources. On the 16th of October 2024, the school hosted the First Lady of Zamfara State, Her Excellency Hajia Hurera Dauda Lawal, to celebrate the International Day for Girl Child. In her general address to the female students, she celebrated and appreciated the strength, resilience, and brilliance of the girls, encouraged them to reach their full potentials. On the 13th of May 2025, the school hosted the Commandant General of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Dr. Ahmed Abakar Audi. As part of the Commandant General's Safe School Initiative, Dr. Audi embarked on the operational visit to our school. During the visit, he assured both students and teachers of his unwavering commitment to providing maximum security in schools. New sports were introduced in order to allow students have access to varieties of sporting activities. These sporting activities include football, volleyball, table tennis, snookers, chess, and Scrabble. The upgraded facilities have already begun to yield positive results. Students' participation in sports has increased, with many expressing renewed enthusiasm for physical and mental games. As part of our vision to have a separate nursery, primary, and secondary section operating independently, but as part of single entity, we are pleased to inform you that we have started the construction of separate nursery section towards actualizing that vision. Market fair was held on the 20th of. Objective of the fair was to expose students to engage in creative business activities, including selling and marketing their product, as well as negotiating skills. The market fair promotes entrepreneurial and financial literacy by allowing the students to engage in creative business activities, including selling and marketing their products. It had an attendance both parents and guardians. Following the success of our inaugural market fair last academic year and this year's success, the event will henceforth be held annually. Out of the profit yield, 1/3 of the profit was shared to the needy within the community.
They embraced the spirit of giving. With compassionate heart, they dedicated 33% of their earnings to support the less privileged during this blessed month of Ramadan. Activities. Through them, schools, education, leadership, and generosity. A big thank you to our students, parents, and guests for making this possible.
Following the success recorded with the Teach Smarts program held last year, the artificial intelligence was reintroduced back. A token of 20,000 per child was charged. However, the parent support gotten is not encouraging. Out of 169 students in the secondary section, only 20% enrolled. You could remember the last days on, the school took the responsibility of paying the charges. The school provided additional support in core subjects area and was organized for free for terminal students, primary 6, JS3, and SS2 students. However, parents failed to support the program with flimsy excuses. We did the extra lesson free just for you to ask or to give the students transport fare to take them back home. And some are saying their children cannot stay there, they will go for Islamia and whatsoever. It's only 2 days or 3 days in a week. But parents refuse to comply or assist us in this program. Introduction of CBT exam model for SS1 and SS2 as pilot model ahead of their WAEC, NECO, and other exam bodies adoption. WAEC and NECO are trying by next session, no more pen writing WAEC and NECO exams. We are to use CBT. In that regard, we start to introduce it with our students so that we teach them, they learn it right away before that time. This was done to make the student be familiar with the way CBT exams is being conducted and to know how to choose their answers. Student PowerPoint presentation initiative. We engage our students in PowerPoint presentations, like they go to tertiary institutions, all those seminars, that's what they do there, so they are used to it from here before reaching that place. As discussed during the last PTA, that the Friday wear was a transition phase towards adoption as the main uniform. It was not made compulsory so as to caution the effect of the economic challenges faced as a result of the economic reform for Tinubu-led administration. However, effective from next session, for the secondary school students only, Friday wear will be used as school uniform. Therefore, it is compulsory for every student. This will be incorporated into the school fees schedule. So you bear with the situation. To ensure the reliability of our transportation services for your children, as from next session, there's an upward review of the bus services charge. 55,000 naira per child per time for areas with close proximity to school, while 60,000 naira per child for areas such as Damba, Gidandawa, Gadabiu, Ngwangwaza, Janyel, and other related areas. We understand this may be an inconvenience and we apologize for any disruption to your budget. Last year when we added the small turkey, when the fuel was 70-something naira per liter, eventually it rose to 1,000 and something. We didn't increase, so we bear with the burden. So this time let's share the burden between the school and you. Speech and prize giving levy. Every student pupil will pay 7,000 naira only and 12,000 naira for graduating students. That is nursery 2, primary 6, and JS3. Any activity performed, you also see some challenges behind. These are some of the challenges we are having in the school. Homework being done by parents, especially for primary section. When we give the children homework, parents use their hand to write the homework for them. Last time we raised such complaints, but parents refused to adhere to. Use another sheet of paper and train them how to write, how to answer all those CA questions. Then they copy from their own book. Henceforth, any parent who does CA or homework for the child will score 0. Also, if it is my subject, -5 from the exam. Allowing 6 students to come to school. Some parents, they knew their children are sick, but they still push them, they give them paracetamol from there. They brought them to the school. At the end, before first period is over, you see the children shivering. Then, our school is not a clinic. Please assist us at taking these children to the hospital and take proper treatment of them before bringing them. Or we continue to call you back, you come and carry your child. Please bear with us. When student pupils report any matter to parents, you should confirm from the school management before taking any necessary action. These children can tell lies more than what you think of, but most of us, we assume our children cannot tell lies. It's not true. The children are having 3 different categories of behavior. You don't know them, we know them better than you. So you take note of this. Late picking of students after closing hour. Some parents used to leave their children with us up to 4, 5 o'clock after we close 2:30. Henceforth, if your children are left behind, you come late, we charge you for keeping your children with us. Our staff has been here since morning, so we cannot retain them up to 5 or 6 o'clock. Sometimes I ask the teachers to go and leave me with the children until the parents come before I release the children. So I have something else doing. So we start charging you a turkey. If it is 2 children, we charge at least per hour 1,000 naira. I'm telling you the turkey before I charge. Use of henna by female students. We have been hammering on this, but still parents are not complying. Maybe we start using a serious sanction. We will not punish. We ask the child to go back home and remain until when the henna is out, after 2 weeks. When it is out of her own body, then she should come back. During Salah festivity like this one, we can allow it. But after the Salah, we are sure that 2 weeks at least it will be out of their hands. But naming ceremony, marriage activities in your own family, don't engage them. Anybody under uniform is under control. Anything they say, do this, you must do. Stop this, you must stop it. Coming to school with smart wristwatch and other electronic devices, earring and perfume. Some students come to school with all these materials that are very expensive. When something happens now, parents will be calling the school. We will be no longer responsible for anything like that. If they come to school with it, we cease. Initially, we do give at the end of the session, but henceforth, we will no longer give again. So take note of that. Check your children's bags before coming to school. We realize that some of them used to pack these things without your notice. Check their bags before coming. We do check their bags here. Unexpected. Some used to come with huge amount of money. Some parents used to call us, please checkmate this. We realized maybe they checked their bags, they couldn't see some amount. When we check, we realized the child came with such amount of money. We don't know why. So you should assist us in doing that. Under utilization of Tishmas portal and other digital platform, we have 207 parents registered under Tishmas. But whenever we send information, we only realize maybe we get 5 or 7 people that will open and read. We can understand if you open and read, we understand. If you open without reading, we understand. It will show us. So I wonder why you people are not complying with these things. This is a medium of communication between the school and the parents. Why are you not using it? Please, we are advising that you should try to use that medium so that the communication between the school and the community will foster well. Because sometimes when we call you to ask you about something, say we are not aware because you don't bother to check our information. But if it is a bank alert, when you look at it, immediately we open. But school, they say they are concerned about school fees. Non-timely and late payment of school fees. This is
Why is it highlighted in red?
Now, why did you show it on red? I want everybody to identify it immediately when it is highlighted, because of it is significant. It is very important. It is danger. I'm coming to explain that red. I'm coming to explain that red because it is hindering me from performing some activities in the school. That's why I put it on red. Many schools face significant operational difficulties due to the delay or inconsistent payment of school fees by parents and guidance. As that, this moment, our school has 8.45 million naira in debt of unpaid school fees. Have you seen the red now? You have seen the red now. So we are going to take steps. Step number 1. This what it costs for that red. Difficulty in paying staff salary and maintaining quality teaching staff. Hausa people say, though I'm not a Hausa man, the Bele does not have enough. What do we do? So we need to pay these teachers before this thing should go. Delay in funding infrastructure, maintenance, and learning resources. Hinders long-term planning and development initiative. These are the problems it causes. Then we have to take measures. I'm telling you the measures we are taking now. No planned increase in tuition fee. Any increase is driven by rising cost of textbooks, sportwear, utilities, and other external items. Everybody used to go to the market. We know how it is now. So when you see changes, school fees, we don't add any cost. We don't intend to do that. But you know the cost implication in materials. Full payment before resumption first time. So you prepare against that. If you didn't do full payment, I will be at the gate with my paper. A maximum of 2 installments is allowed for school fees in second and third time. We only allow you to pay twice. After that one, we will not agree again. We send your word back home. SS3 students must complete all payments before the end of second time. This includes their WAEC and NECO fee, which is already incorporated into their fee schedule. Yes, another thing. There are other ones, other challenges I didn't itemize, but I feel I should share with you these ones. Some of our students come to school very dirty, some without bathing. After breakfast, when they eat, they play. When their body is warm, then if you enter the class, the odor will drive you away. Please assist us in helping them to bath and also wash their uniform properly. There are also some challenges that most at times the parents bring their children late. Please, let's endure to maintain that specific time of coming. As from next week, whosoever come to school a minute after 8 will not be allowed to come into the school. We will lock our gate. Don't call me. Because when they come, they say, call Baba. Baba will switch off his phone within that period. No teacher, no security will allow your child to come in. Thank you for listening.
$79,024. Now, the general PTA meeting, the 8th general PTA meeting that was held on 26th of October 2024, we spent, for the cost of the refreshment, we spent 144,400 naira. And the water consumption as at that day was 48,000 naira. If you calculate the PTA school meeting, the general PTA meeting, and the water consumption, the total expenses there was 199,900. If we take it away from the initial balance, 465,579.24, we have the balance of 265,679.24. Now, second term, we have a Ramadan package for the staff, which cost us 140,000 naira. You can see it is posted on the PTA platform. And the water consumption from the initial balance of first term till the second term was 86,000 naira. And the expenses for that second term is 226,000 naira. On the 23rd of April 2025, the school refunded 1 million to the PTA account to enable us do our day-to-day activity. And up to now, what we spent from this time is on the Children's Day, which is 26, the first Children's Day that was held in Kalem. The PTA donated 20 pack of drinks, which cost us 45,000 naira. And 10 mopper was bought for the school running, for the cleaning of the school, which cost us 60,000 naira. And as of now that I'm talking, we consume 72,000 naira water, because you can see from the project information, the population is increasing and the staff are increasing. We are now 417 without the staff. So now the general meeting we are heading now is cost us 106 with the expenses of 283,000. As of on the 4th of June 2025, when we made our last withdrawal, we have the bank balance of 728,812 naira, confirmed by the auditor. Thank you, sir.
Is it the money from the PTA or is a donation from the school?
The money is related from the PTA. They get with the school fees, then the school release it to us. The PTA. Yeah, for the PTA.
Okay, is it that it's accumulated over time or what? Because I can see our population is not even up to that and we're getting 1 million naira. So that's what
Yes, sir.
Not mistaken, from my understanding, the PTA fee is embedded in the school fees. So as we pay, as the school receives school fees, we take out the PTA and the fee based for PTA and pay it to the PTA account. So that's what is normally done. But the chairman is kind just to decide, okay, let us pay 1 million because somebody like me has no money. So as we pay, you
based on our budget. We shouldn't go outside. It's just a suggestion because when the school is giving us 1 year naira, when we are just about 400 and something students, that's like 100 and something thousand naira. So we really have that money and we start spending. So I think it's only a good financial something that we think we have money, why we don't have that money. So I think it's good we stick to what we have so that we can budget based on what we have on the ground. Is a suggestion. Thank you.
What we do is between the students in primary section and also the secondary section, we used to have just less than 300 students. So normally we do observe that because of lack of funds from the PTA, we have promised the parent. It was a resolution during the 4th PTA meeting that school money realized from the PTA should be used to supply water, potable drinking water to students. It was on that note the school bought, the PTA bought dispensers. We have placed 2 dispensers in the primary section and also 2 in the secondary section. So we used to consume on average weekly, is it 10 or 15 of those 20 liters of water that we used to buy. So sometimes we come and observe that no water in the school and the students are not coming with the water from home. And the PTA doesn't have much money. So that's the reason why the school money is let us pay in advance so that by the time we realize what it is, we can take our money back. So we don't want a situation where a student will come and will be taking water from the tap water. In the primary school, we do not have a borehole. We have a well. And most of this well, is a surface water. And it's normally contaminated. So we don't want students to develop any kind of influence as a result of taking baths or unhealthy water from the tap. That's the reason why we said, okay, let us give them enough money so that they can be able to carry out this. So it's part of the resolution we have taken in the school. We are increasing the PTA money from 1,000 to 2,000 so that they have a lot. Thank you.
But we can still, reach or come up with a common resolution. If you feel, okay, no, the school management should wait so that we can only use what we have. However, like he rightly explained, there was a resolution that the money should be used in buying this water for the pupils to be using. What if a situation is with whereby the PTA has no money in its account and no money to buy any water, and the pupils are left without any drinking water? Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Anas, and I would like to please, can you bring back that slide for the financial listing? Yeah. Thank you very much. I've seen the first, second, and third term expenditure. Let me first of all commend the financial secretary for a job well done. God bless you. But though I'm not a financial accountant, neither am I a financially inclined or in the financially inclined discipline. But I want to observe this word, refund from the school. By the word refund, if you say refund, I don't know, how do you mean? Okay, is it that we lend the school some amount and they're refunding us? From the word, the use of the word refund, maybe there will be a better word from remittance, something like that. It will be better for that. And secondly, talking about 1 million, please can you bring first term and second term the slide? Yes. I think the fee we pay for this thing, PTA is 1,000 per what?
I try.
Per term. So if we are like 400 and something, we can pay for first, second, and third. That means our money will be more than the 1 million. So I think what we need to be reporting, maybe per term. Okay, this is the remittance we get from what was paid to us. Because maybe our fee is more than that 1 million. Because we paid for first, second, and third term. And if we are 400 plus or minus, we may generate more than 1 million. But if it is reported in the report that, okay, first term, the remittance we get, we should be, the PTA account should be credited at the end of maybe like each and every term. This is the fee for the first term, or this is the collection from first term, collection from the second term, that's remittance from second term and third term. That will give us a clear, report of what we generate. I don't know whether I'm making sense, Mr. Chair, regarding this 1 million and the generation we make from. Because the assumption in the first place was that, okay, PTA is charged once in a year. And if it is 3 times in a year, so we should be getting more than the 1 million. Talking about increasing that PTA levy from 1,000 to 2,000 because of the excuses or because of the expenditure being explained by the chair. I want to suggest that, like rightly mentioned by one of our sisters here, that let us have budget. It is from the budget that we can understand whether what we generate can take care of what we spend. The issue of water we are bringing as a matter that, okay, nobody will leave this all and say, let us leave it like that so that we leave our children lacking water. Nobody will accept that. But if we see it from the budget, okay, yeah, this amount cannot cater for what we are supposed to. We prioritize things now. When we see that, they'll say, that 1,000 honestly cannot cater for that. And to add to that also, what is school doing to complement what the PTA is doing? If that balance is not much, then spare PTA of addition of another 1,000. Let the school complement. We are all partners in progress. Complement and have the water for our children. Thank you very much.
When AOB, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Elizabeth Williams by name. Please, it's just a suggestion so that we'll plan ahead with the parents to know the cost of the fee before the first term, so that at least we'll plan ahead and know what to pay for. Thank you.
The Kalem International Schools for a lot of progress we see in our children, like the capacity building in almost every aspect, like the PowerPoint presentations and what have you. We really commend Kalem International Schools for that. But there are issues that I see that a lot of parents want to complain about it, but once we come for the meeting, we cannot say anything about it. Like the issue of changing uniform every year is fine because they use the uniform frequently, almost every day. But for us to change sportswear every year, it's something that I think we are not supposed to do, because they use the sportswear once a week. I have a lot of clean sportswear in my house, and if we change it next year, like this year, I have a child that has not been given the PTA wears yet. And if it's 40 years, then it is not expected I should buy another sports wear like next year. And there is one that was given just last 2 weeks. I think that is a waste of resources. To change uniform every year is good because they use it frequently. But for the sportswear, they don't use it frequently. Yeah, once a week. We need to address that. And talking about world standard in textbooks, saying they cannot use, at least you can assess the ones that are okay. They are not deteriorated, they are not mutilated. Then in some cases, me that have 5 children here, they don't write name, they only write Yendi. When that book is clean, then the next person can use it. Yes. Saying it is world standard for changing books every year, I think we are not helping matters. We are in Nigeria, we all know the situation. Please let us do something about it. If the book is clean, then we can, another person can, the next person can use. Having 5 children, buying books every year, and saying this book is in good condition, it has not been mutilated, and it should be changed. I don't think that is fair. Let us face the reality of our situation. Thank you very much.
What I endorse. I myself personally have taken over and over again about this particular issue. More so, like we friend has like 2, just as she said, she have 5 and I have 2 children. There is nothing bad for it. Instead, any brother or sister test. In as much as people receive back. Please, we are going. I can say, let me put it this way, we are begging for consider the situation of that. Not everybody stands. We are not rich to everybody are. It's just that Kalem International is not the best. That what push our parents to bring their children all this. Not that we are satisfied like Obasanjo or Dangote. Please, let us put ourselves in one situation. If you have a two children of passion in Kalem, maybe one is JSS1, one is JSS2, the next one comes, we can be able to use the textbook. In as much as is very perfect for me. Please, people should put this into consideration for us. Like, Yamza, blah, 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 blah. We used to talk. She even corrected me in English. And when she come to stage, she was like, she can't talk. She starts shivering. If you notice me, my hand is shivering due to phobia. I would like the teacher, please, to have a look at that. Please. To maybe they should bring up some programs with every student to be included. Like students will be able to talk in public. And my second suggestion is just a suggestion. You know, people say that every flavors are not equal. And concerning the school fees, maybe the school should bring out something like maybe contract with parents, like each term or each month for those people that are salary owners, we can call them civilians. Maybe the school should bring out a contract that every month you are supposed, maybe every month, social amount you will pay social amount every month. And maybe if the parent did not pay it for anything that happened to the student or any decision that the school make concerning the student, it's fine. Thank you.
Kalem, because I can see the progress in my children in terms of speaking in public and all of those things. But almost all of them are poor in handwriting. I don't know why. So please, if there is anything Kalem can do about that, she'll try and do that for us, because the handwriting of almost all of them they are not doing well in handwriting. Thank you so much. Of our this new uniform, because that hijab is really very short. There are students that cannot wear the hijab that is very short because they are big enough to cover themselves. Please think about that and do something about that hijab. Thank you very much.
My name is Asma Husseini. Asma Husseini. I just want to know why the students graduate from the nursery side, graduate from nursery 2, not going to nursery 3. That's
For now, because I'm just starting. But my concern is about the issue of Islamia. Maybe the school should start looking at, because issues arise. The principal mentioned something as parents are always giving excuses of Islamia. Maybe it's high time we should start considering Islamia. I think everything should go on together. The children will know that yes, they have one environment for all their activities. So maybe we should also think about implying Islamia program, a genuine one, not anyhow Islamia. The way everybody is appreciating the school, we should also have an Islamia that will be appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. I just have a suggestion.
Your name, please.
My name is Fatima Nuruddin. A sister to Umar Nuruddin, Anas Nuruddin, and the rest of them. Yes, I just have a suggestion to give about the excessive assignment given to the student, most especially in the primary section. They will be given assignment, more than 20 questions to be solved, and they are asked to submit it by tomorrow. Yes, I think it's not easy, and some questions are very hard even for the adults. So I think yes, yes. So if they will just adjust, please. Yes, if you just adjust. I know you are all trying, and we are impressed by our brothers and sisters with their improvement, because there is improvement. So please, you should try and adjust the excessive assignment given to them, please. Yes.
Verification.
Name, please.
Sani.
One house. Please, one house.
Mine is a clarification on our children's experiments that they are being carried out. I think part of money we paid is the money for practicals is part of what we paid. That was calculated, part of our school fees, everything. So I want to ask a clarification. Is it apart from this practical money we paid, had they meant to bring other things when practical is supposed to be held from home? Because when they want to have to say, they tell them bring this from home. So I'm in a dilemma. Is it that the money we paid for the practical is different and things that we have to bring from home for the practical is different? So I want a clarification. Thank you.
My name is Ibrahim Dawal. I have a baby in nursery too. It's regard with assignments. Sometimes I come back home and then my family will be, okay, there's an assignment. They have asked my baby to draw two children playing. I find it difficult drawing them myself. Why I'm bringing this up is, Mr. Principal, earlier on you said when parents do assignments, you are going to score them 0.
Yes.
I want to be sure this is not going to affect my baby's F. If it's your subject, unfortunately, it's not your subject.
So I will align with my instructions.
So I want to be sure that this does not affect my baby's score. You understand? When you ask her to draw 2 children playing, if she ends up drawing snake or I hope you give her full points. So no problem. Thank you.
For today, I don't have any complaints because all the questions has already been asked. I just want to comment on the bus service. It is an excellent job, Mr. Mishani. Thank you so much. And so the second is a kind of suggestion. Please, during activities and the Children's Day, please, they should stop playing all these Hausa love songs. Since on that Children's Day, my daughter has been singing Soyayya Ta Dame Ni. So please, we should use educational songs. Please, thank you.
Especially now we are in the modern world for WAEC and NECO CBT exams. So I encourage the school management to keep it off. Thank you.
It appears I was expecting a lot of parents giving us a lot of questions that we want us to address. We thank each and every one of you for attending the 9th PTA meeting holding today, 14th of June 2025. And before I start responding to questions that were raised, I would like to pinpoint some other issues that was not touched by the principal during his presentation. Though he has spoken, but not at length to your understanding, particularly with the support we had been getting from the parents with regards to our school programs. We commend majority of the parents supporting the school efforts to do our best so that we can improve on the student capabilities to be able to be within the context of the 21st century educational group. You see, we try as much as we can to water down the cost so that you don't bear a lot. And our intention is not to put so much pressure on parents with regards to the school fees. We try as much as possible to look into those issues. But we seek your indulgence, we seek your also continuous support with regards to other extra programs we do create or initiate in the school. You see, out of 169 students that we have here in the secondary school, when we wanted to continue with the Teach Smart program, whereby the students are exposed to artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the coding program that we took the pen to support free. We wanted that one to continue so that they do not forget what they were taught. And we charge only 20,000 naira. Just 20,000 naira because I think the school management, the school authority does not use that money. We wanted to at least encourage our staff who are always going to be with them throughout the program. And so that they can benefit something from that, we can encourage them so that they can do their best to teach the student. That's why we charge a total of 20,000 naira for the whole year, for first term, second term, and third term. I think the money is not too much, but at least we only have 20 students registered for the program. And those that have registered, I do believe the parents can testify here that they have improved in terms of the knowledge they have received. They have improved in terms of the capacity they have received from this very good gentleman of the ICT department. So we want you to key into such kind of programs, because the 21st century outlook, we cannot do away without the CBT. That is the reason why the WAEC, in its own wisdom, by 2026 WAEC, I think they are going to adopt the first paperless, penless examination. And we have the platforms, we have the infrastructure in the school, we have the computers, we have light 24 hours, we have everything that is needed to support the children. So key into the program, at least it will benefit the children so that they can stand the test of time. Anywhere they find themselves, they can be able to showcase their abilities, and they can also key into that. So please, we will continue to seek your support to the school program. We fix such programs not to come into serious conflicts with the Islamia program. That's why majority of the programs are on Thursdays and also on Fridays, when Islamia is not taking place, so that we do not conflict with the interest of the parents having their children getting the Islamic knowledge that they need is under their responsibilities. So we want you to support the children in that perspective. And I think the principal has highlighted the issues of the school fees. As of today, we have 8,450,000 naira that has not been paid. We created an installmental fee payment so that parents can be able to at least pay before the end of the term. But we still have parents who have not paid for first term. We still have parents who have not paid for second term. We also have parents who have not paid for third term. So it's an issue because our monthly expenses only on staff salary, we are paying 4.8 million naira on staff monthly. So at the end of the session, we are paying almost 19.8 billion naira as salary in every term. So in total, 58 million naira for the whole session. And what we are getting from the school is not up to that amount per term. Yes, we don't have that money per term. We don't get 20 million naira to pay the salaries. So if parents were not being able to pay, how can we be able to push to pay the salaries for the staff? At the same time, also to push them to do extra work for us, for the benefit of the children. So there's a need for you to look into these issues. Please pay your school fees as of when due. We also frown at the issues of teach meet application, whereby we send messages on WhatsApp, on SMS, and with the teach meet applications. Only 2% of parents reads the messages. Out of 209 messages that we sent, only 6 have seen and read. 197 parents have not read. That's why one of the parents here said they do not have the minutes of the last meeting. But it is in their inbox. It is in the application. It is in the WhatsApp. So once you don't see, we want to establish a connection, a synergy between the school and the parents so that they can be able to know all our programs. It's the easiest way to communicate. Even when we are going to have PTA, any program, we have to put extra effort to call parents. Because our email, you have given us, most of you have given emails, we send emails. Nobody has responded through emails. Have you seen response for emails? No. But you are the one when filling your forms for children, you also give us emails. So we send to mails, we sell to SMS, we sell the PTA platform, we sell to individual classes, just in an attempt to communicate, to put the message across to everybody. So we want you to improve on that. And in 2020, in the year 2020, when we are in our second year of our program, I think one of the major issues that was raised by the parent is access roads to the school. We do not have access. Some of them used to get stuck at the roads. I think now we were able to have completed that one. So now we have a very good access road. You do not have to go for second road. So there's also an issue that we want to bring about feeding, maybe establishing a canteen. I think this issue was brought up by a lot of parents in our previous meetings. So we wanted to see the best how we can do. We have taken some proposals from some of the parents here, the nature of food they are going to give, what they want. Issue is going to be voluntary for any parent who wants. It's not compulsory. But because we have issues whereby a student comes here and during the break period, they have to send our security to go and buy them some items, some food items. We discourage that. And one, we cannot deny them because they have not come with anything to eat, and their parents are also not sending them. So our security are always within the community to go and buy them awara, go buy them biscuits, some of them bubbles, all this. So we want to discourage that so that once they come to the school, we should be able to have a complete control of what our student eats, what they drink, and what they have eaten. And we don't want them to get distracted. So I think it's one of the proposals the school management should look into, maybe trying to revive the canteen issues. I want to respond to Mr. Anas with regards to the PTA reforms. We charge 1,000 naira every term from the parents as part of the school fees being paid. And he was having some contention. Why did we use the terminology refund? The money that was given to the school, we collect the money on behalf of the PTA. Then we now refund the money back to them. That's why we use in the description of transmission or remittance, we use refunds. Because money does not belong to the school. It belongs to the PTA. But if we ask you to pay for the PTA, you will not pay for the PTA. So we force you to pay through the school account. Then we now remit the money to the PTA, which the General Congress can decide on what that money should be used for, which you have already been decided. So the issue is, your calculation is right, Mr. Anas, that we have 417 total number of students. But you don't know what you do not know. We don't receive 417 naira per term. One, we have parents who have not been paying school fees. 25% of the parents have not paid for the school fees. So 417 people, you remove 20% of the amount of the total, you get a number. Number two, we have some scholarship programs. Students who are on scholarship, various forms of scholarships. And 33% of those students doesn't also pay a kobo. We have parents, we have students who have lost their parents. They are orphans, we do not receive a single kobo from them. So the PTA is not coming to them. And we have a sizable number of them in the school. It's part of the school policy that once you lose a male parent when you are studying here, you'll continue to study without paying a single kobo. The school takes responsibility. So we have sizable number of such kind of students. So the money you are expecting to get will not be up to that amount. Yes. So it was a kind gesture to make sure that our students, since we have promised the parent they will be getting water in school, they must get water. I don't want a situation to come, a student will have to go to tap. So I have witnessed such kind of issue. That's why I have remitted 1 million naira. Not because we have gathered 1 million naira from the PTA, so that the water supply program will not suffer, so that we can reconcile later. So maybe the financial secretary should, and also the auditor should be able to give an elaborate details with that. Miss Elizabeth, you said you wanted to have, hello? You wanted to have an idea of what is going to be the cost of the school fees. I think the principal has told you that we do not intend to increase school fees for the fact of the economic issues we are witnessing. Last year we did not increase. What we have increased is the cost of textbooks and the sportwares. So even this year, I think, Mr. Budus, we have gotten the cost. So we'll calculate the cost for the textbooks. If you see any increase, it's going to be from the textbooks and the sportwares. Then, Mrs. Harira, you appreciated our capacity building program. Thank you for that. Then you complain of changing of uniforms. Changing of uniform, you said is okay. Then sportswear, you don't see the reason why we change, because we use them once in a week. And also you also made mention that you have sizable number of children, 5 children in the school, not in the same class levels. So you wanted your children to use those who are coming behind, they can use their elder brothers or sisters. Yes. So we, if you recall, last session we stopped the use of workbook, because we used to buy the textbooks and the workbook. We stopped the use of workbooks so that the burden will not be much on the parents. We asked the staff or the teachers to give homework. They should write it on the board, because majority of the students are not using or utilizing the workbook effectively. So we reduce the costs from that perspective. And I think we also have similar cases whereby previously some parents also have the same case. We told them, in as far as the textbooks are there, we can use them. In as far as the textbooks, because what we are trying to do is to make sure that we don't put so much burden. We know the economic situation. I think the school wants the same textbooks. That's the reason why we do not want to change textbooks all the time. But with the suppliers of the textbooks are also our problems. Like the Cambridge textbooks we use, Cambridge University Press we use, they have changed name now to British African Press now. But we've now realized it's the same textbooks. Not a single change was made within the textbooks. So we're going to use the same thing because they are one of the best textbooks that are being used mostly in most of the high-pro schools in Nigeria. So we continue to use them. We do not intend to change textbooks, but where we cannot find such textbooks, if we change them, maybe you have to buy those ones. So I think we have solved that problem. Then Basirat Shitu, multiple civilian textbooks issued. I think it's the same thing. Yes. Sportwear. So what do we do? For those, no, it's very easy. It's very easy. In as far as the sportswears are in good shape, we see them. Some that are already, if they are torn and they are too short, maybe because the children grow, will not accept. But if they are, we don't need to buy. We can remove it from textbooks. Is it Mr. Abdulkudus?
Updated one.
Which one? Updated one. Which one is which one? There's 3. I'm not so sure. Let me finish.
International school. I wanted to respond to what is his name? Lukman, with regards to his sister's ability to speak in public. That is a skill. Many people here will agree with me. Our ability to speak in public, I will combine it with the question raised by my sister. The ability for people to also write is also a skill. Teachers may be able to try their own best. However, he is here with me when we were in secondary school. There were some of us that were very good when it comes to written examination. When it comes to quiz competition, we represented our schools. But when it comes to debate competition, others represented our school because of their ability to speak in public. When we didn't have that ability, but we did very well, far better than them when, it comes to class. So that is a skill. The school is doing its best. Parents should also help these, children, train them for them to be able to speak in public. I remember during the last fasting period, we went to Umrah together with the Kalem. So he saw a public, small microphone. He said he was going to buy it for his child for him to be practicing how to speak in public. And that is a good idea. So you can equally have these pupils develop skills, ability for them to come in public, you can train them. This takes me to my sister's question, suggestion also when she said we should please be playing, we shouldn't be playing loud music to our pupils when they come attending to events. Sometimes you see what you do at home, what you do outside, impact so much on these people. So use something that you feel will be able to improve their capabilities, writing skills, communication skills, and whatever. So it's not only the responsibility of the school to make sure that they can be able to speak in public. I remember before I got carried away with my official engagements, we used to have some clubs like debate, speech, and ham. I know they are trying, they are doing very well to see that these people receive the training that they are supposed to have in order to develop their skills. Thank you. With regards to question raised by my sister also on ACCDE, why did Kalem choose to finish their nursery from, is it nursery 2, isn't it 3? You know, we have what is called early child care and development education, ACCDE. It starts from 0 years up to 5 years. Then primary school is expected to begin from from 5 years up to. So it depends on which one the school is actually selecting or starting with. I remember when we sat down, when we were ready to start operation, Kalem International School in 2019. We sat down, we had a meeting together with the chairman. Okay, how do we start? Initially, we wanted, it was meant to be a school meant for Islamia, for women in the community. But later we decided we can operate a private primary school. So from which level do we start? We say, okay, let us start with primary schools. When we started, I remember a lot of people had been coming to me because at that time he used to come and go. I was the only one, taking care of the school. So I called him, I said, we used to receive a number of parents calling for nursery more than the primary school. Please, let us consider the nursery school. At certain level, you will be able to understand that some parents are only bringing their pupils to the school for them to be taken care of. You know, you have care development, you have education, but some of them are more interested in who to take care of their children while they go to work. But we can't do that. So we decided to start from year 3 up to year 5. That is why we are having nursery 1 and preaching in nursery 2. Thank you.
The information you have given to the parents for more clarifications. The next, I think, concern was Marian Aliu, who raised the issues of why not incorporating Islamia. We thought of it, but you know, for now it's not feasible. We did a research on all schools that operate both Islamia and the conventional schools. One sector will suffer. If you are a more Islamia inclined, you have a more Islamia inclined proprietor, he will give more attention to Islamia compared to the conventional school. If the person is more of a more conventional school, you see the Islamia they will not give their best in the conventional school. So imagine the two together because they operate in a different forms. You may not be able, if you are not a have very good knowledge in Islamia, you cannot be able to control the staff from the Islamia because they know more than you. And for that, they will dictate what you do. And you will not be able to know whether they are doing their best or not. You cannot be able to assess them. And if you are an Islamia person and you decided to open the conventional educational form, and because you are not vast in the issue, so the people there will also dictate to you a lot. So that's why we stand where we are more experienced, where we know much about, where we can be able to direct, assess, and evaluate our stand. So we stand for only conventional schools. So that's why we do not extend our dismissal time to 4 o'clock. 2:30, 2 o'clock, I think, is the most, so that they can be able to go and attend Islamias somewhere. And so you should be able to us with that. Then Fatima Nuruddin, as we are giving so much homework for primary school students, we should more homework, more exercise, takes the student much time, so that you can be able to learn more. The more you give, the more they have the strength, they have the capability to withstand the pressure at their level. And then we'll continue to do that because every staff has in a term minimum of 5 homework per subject. So we're not giving so much. 5 homework per subject. So and we are using it as part of our assessment in our support sheet. You can see it. So every staff is compelled to give a minimum of 5 homework or 5 assignments in a term. And I think it's not much per subject. So you bear with us with that. It's a policy we have taken. Then Nafisa Sani also practicals, and with regard to SS1 where we are collecting. I think the practicals we ask the student to bring mostly, when we ask them to do additional pass-names, because soap, we ask them to give much money. It's not part of the practicals. The one we did for the school, I think the school take the burden. The one we asked them to do, to contribute money, the proceeds of the sales of those products were given back to them. It's not true? We have given them. So we did not collect their money. We used, yes?
All these agile projects, things like that, they are subject practical.
Like what?
Like chemistry, asking them to bring something that they need to use for the practical. So that's what I'm asking. Is it not part of what
If you have an additional, you see in the practicals, we have some reagents which we use in the school. We also have our beakers, we have our other things. But if they need for extra things that are not within the reason for them to get much money, we can still ask them to drink. Because the money we charge is 10,000 naira, I think, or 15,000 naira for SS2. So with that, a reagent costs more than that. One reagent, you get a bottle of 180,000 naira. And some of them also used to break our because I think we have not done, we did not ask most of them to pay. So the 10,000 naira is for that particles. But when we need them to understand a particular topic, the subject in that particular topic, we ask them to bring an extra one for them to understand much better. Then PTA chairman, I think we have responded to your question. The homework, we still continue to give them homework. We discourage parents doing homework for their children. We want you to guide them. We want you, if possible, draw on a paper, let them do the drawing by themselves. Even if it means holding their hands to draw the kids and their house. That's what we call a pencil grip, a pen grip. You are to hold. We do here in school. You have to guide them at that level, nursery 1 and nursery 2. They are not, we don't expect them to have that perfection in handwriting. For the issues of handwriting, I have not, some of the students having bad handwriting. I think we have discussed this even in our own normal meeting. We have encouraged staff to give more exercise, maybe a paragraph every day. One paragraph for the child to write and bring home. But the issue we have, majority of the student doesn't do. Even normal notes, student doesn't write. They don't write. So that's why we resort to marking notes and giving also marks to writing notes. That sometimes we have to return students, but the parent frown at us. We have to return them in school. And it's a policy you have not discussed with the principal. Any child that is not writing his note, we should return him after school is not going home. And we're not taking him back home. The parent should come and pick him. He must write his note. We have to compel him because the parents are not doing the work. So we do it here by ourselves. So sometimes you'll be called that your child will not go together with the normal person. He must complete his note before he will leave the school. We're not going to beat him. We'll make sure that he writes the notes. That's why we're here. Then Fatima also commended the school on bus services, particularly Mr. Mishanu. So Mr. Mishanu kudos to you, yeah, which means you are doing well. Then they said also we should not, during the Children's Day, I think we celebrated only this, the first Children's Day celebrated. And some songs, after songs were played. So I don't know, during during our first speech and prize giving day, we did some cultural dances for the Fulani, Yoruba, Hausa, and some parents also frowned at that. We canceled that completely. So it's not done. So during the Children's Day, I think the school, they wanted to make sure that they have something within the culture. And it is only within the school community. So we are not exposing to anywhere. So at least you bear with us. Let them have that. We did all these things during our primary schools. We did the cultural dance. We also do the sack race. We do a lot of this race. Let them to celebrate the day for the Children's Day. But as a school, we do not do it to showcase that. It's not part of what we teach the students. It's not part of what we do. Then Mr. Abdul Bumili Abubakar, also you commended the school on the CBT programs. Thank you very much for that. This hall, we have also a similar hall on top here. It's meant for CBT. This hall will be ready by September. We'll have 126 computers with the furnitures. We'll also have another 126 computers, in total 252 computers. And it's going to be used as a jam center. And at the same time, for the WAEC and NECO examinations and other examination bodies that may intend to use the school. So this school is dedicated just for the examination. And they are fitted with internet, with cameras, smoke detectors, all air conditioned. So I think it's going to be a conducive examination hall for our students. So if the WAEC did not cancel their intention to carry out CBT exam by 2026, so our students do not need to go to anywhere to write CBT. They will write it here. So thank you very much for your support you have been giving to school. It's wonderful, and we do appreciate all the effort. But bear in mind, Kalem does not have that intention to put so much pressure on you. But we have minimum standard that we need to maintain. And that's what we charge for. We do not charge extra. Thank you very much.
That we teach them how to write despite the classwork. I know among the Yandis, there is one that when I came here, she was in JS1, nobody can read her writing. I asked the other teachers, how are you managing this girl? They said they have been trying, nothing has been done. I asked her to buy the 2D exercise book. She refused to buy. I called her tomorrow, if you didn't come to school with it, you will not enter class. The next day, she didn't buy it. I asked her to stay outside until after breakfast. I said, I will allow you not to enter class. Tomorrow, don't come to school with it. You will not even enter the school. The next day, she came with the book. She is the one. You ask her herself, she will tell you. Then every day I will give her sentences to write. I will write it myself, then she will copy. Every day in the morning, that's what the first thing before she enter any class, she will bring it. Ask her. She will tell you. I'm wait for them so that when they finish, you pick them all along.
Wait for them.
Yes. They are not done. They are just entering second paper now. As it's not
Out of courtesy,
no. How much will you pay? How much will you pay? Mala Anas, you bear with us. We know. So you.
Parents, teachers, the proprietor of Kalem International School, I wish to use this time to appreciate each and every one of us for finding time to be here. Though the hall is not full, but at least the number is appreciable. So we thank God for the fruitful deliberations that we had today. And actually the meeting today has been lively. The contributions made by the parents were all in line. And I know the proprietor will look into it. I know he is doing more of philanthropy in this Kalem actually. He did not bring this edifice to Gusau just to make money. We know we cannot pay him for all that he's doing in this Kalem International School. So I pray that Almighty Allah will continue to replenish your pocket and ours too. And for the task ahead of us, because we have been given some teasers that we have great money to take care of all that is coming, because we have not seen the template for the payments. Yes. So I pray that each and every parent will live here happily and reach back and reach our various destinations safely. And looking forward to another PTA meeting. Thank you all for coming.
It's not magic, it won't happen just at once. It's gradual. We know all these things. Thank you very much. Right at this moment, we'll be deviating a little from our schedule of the program. I'll be calling on the proprietor to please come forward for just a very brief function. Thank you, sir.
Our student or our parent or our staff are not harassed in any way. And the PT chairman has been doing very wonderfully for us. And on that note, we would like to recognize that and also give him a small award from the school. Thank you. Open this one. Open this. No, open this. Open this.
How can you do something?
One of the awards is a customized Kalem pen. Both the cover here you can see the Kalem boldly written with the logo, and inside it too, you will see the logo of the Kalem is also written. So please come and join me so that we can present this gift to you. Recognition of your tremendous and immense support you have been giving to the school. The school appreciates and will continue to appreciate your efforts. We also look forward to see continued support from you. Thank you very much. To the chairman, Mr. Ibrahim, in recognition and appreciation of your immeasurable support and contribution to the development of the school. Thank you very much.
My hands are shaking. Thank you very much. This is a wonderful surprise. I never saw this coming. I'm suspecting one or two people behind this. We'll see later. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much.
Comrade Abdul Mumin Suleiman, seconded.
Precious Daddy, Heavenly Father, we appreciate you for being with us from the beginning of this gathering up to this hour. Father, we thank you for giving us the grace to have one mind, one understanding. We pray that all what has been deliberated shall put into practice in Jesus' name.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.